Imagine it's your birthday, but the only sound you hear is the clock ticking. No calls, no messages, no cake, just you, completely alone. Why do some people actually choose this? To answer that question, let's follow two people through their birthdays. Both spend the day completely alone. We'll see how they spend their time, what goes through their minds, and the psychology behind their choice. Meet Alex. Today is his 29th birthday. He wakes up, makes himself coffee, and opens the curtains. The sun is shining, but he doesn't feel warm. He already knows how this day will go. He will spend it completely alone, and deep down, a part of him feels relieved. Alex wasn't always like this. A few years ago, he used to throw big parties, invite everyone, smile for photos. But every year after the party ended, he felt more empty than before. The truth is, Alex is an introvert with a complicated relationship with people. He loves his friends, but he also fears being a burden. He hates small talk. He's scared that if people celebrate him, they might be doing it out of pity or obligation. So this year, he told everyone he was going on a solo trip. In reality, he's sitting in his apartment with the lights dimmed, eating takeout and watching old movies. Here's what psychology says is happening inside Alex's mind. According to psychologists, first, the fear of vulnerability. Birthdays force us to be the center of attention. For people like Alex, being seen and celebrated makes them feel exposed. They worry, what if they don't actually care? So they withdraw to protect themselves. Second, high self-sufficiency. Some people have learned to be their own source of comfort. They don't want to depend on others for happiness. Alex feels proud that he can enjoy his own company, but sometimes that pride hides loneliness. Third, emotional exhaustion. Many of them are highly sensitive or have been disappointed too many times. They choose solitude because it feels safer than fake celebrations. But here's what's interesting. Even though Alex chose this, around 8 p.m., something shifts. He starts feeling the weight of his decision. He scrolls through old photos. He smiles at memories, then feels a quiet sadness. It's 11:47 a.m. Daniel is still in his pajamas. His phone is full of birthday messages. But instead of rushing to answer them, he's lying on the couch with a huge smile on his face. Today is his birthday, and for the first time all year, he has absolutely no plans. No restaurant reservations, no awkward birthday dinner, no organizing guests, no pretending to enjoy a party he didn't even want. Just one simple rule. Today, Daniel gets to do whatever he wants. So that's exactly what he does. For lunch, he orders his favorite burger, the expensive one he always talks himself out of buying. Then he spends 3 hours playing video games without feeling guilty about wasting time. Later, he goes to the movies alone. Tonight, he'll probably buy a cake, watch a movie he's already seen 10 times, and stay up way too late. And honestly, that sounds perfect to him. To some people, birthdays are about gathering everyone together. To Daniel, birthdays are about freedom. Psychologists say people like Daniel often have a strong need for autonomy. Autonomy simply means feeling in control of your own choices. For them, freedom isn't a luxury. It's a source of happiness. There's also something called intrinsic enjoyment. Instead of depending on events, crowds, or attention to have fun, these people naturally enjoy activities for their own sake. A favorite meal, a good movie, a quiet afternoon, a hobby they love. The pleasure comes from the experience itself, not from who is watching, and perhaps most importantly, they don't see being alone as the opposite of being happy. They see it as an opportunity to spend the day exactly how they want. So if you're spending your birthday alone this year, remember this. Being alone on your birthday is not automatically a bad thing. What matters is the reason behind it. If you're choosing solitude because it brings you peace, enjoy it without guilt. Treat yourself well. Do the things you love. Make the day meaningful in your own way. But if you're spending it alone because you're afraid of being disappointed, rejected, or forgotten, don't ignore that feeling. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is reach out, make plans, or let people know you want connection. Because a healthy life needs both, the ability to enjoy your own company and the courage to let others be part of it. At the end of the day, your birthday isn't really a test of how many people show up. It's a reminder of how you choose to spend another year of your life. Now I'm curious, if you had to choose, which one sounds more like you? Alex, Daniel, or neither? What's your reason for spending your birthday alone? If this made you think different, hit subscribe. We go deeper every day. Don't forget to like the video. It helps more people find messages like this. And if you want to connect with people who think like you, join our Discord community. The link's in the description. Reverse Hub isn't just a channel. It's a mindset